Hello students, hope you are doing well. So today I'll be making a video on a very important topic, which is how to score 50 out of 60 in MCQs in skill level. And trust me, it is a very useful tip that I am, explaining to my mentorship students and other students as well. And I have certain students who have been scoring good marks in MCQs, and I have a student who has scored consecutively two mocks 50 marks out of 60 in consecutive two mocks, right? And that is a level of confidence that I believe that a student should have when they are, approaching a paper. So that is what I'll be telling you in this video. And, you should watch this video till the end because this will help you to know the overall approach, right? And if you want to get this mentorship personally from me, you can reach out to me. And because I run my coaching program and mentorship program both, so I can help you a lot, right? So let's move on with the video, right? So the thing is that what are the steps that we have to follow? The steps are that we have to first strengthening our concepts, right? So what we have to do is, let's say I am watching a lecture on revenue, right? What I'll do is I'll watch the lecture, I'll watch the whole lecture, I'll make a pocket note. What is a pocket note? Pocket note is a small note like this, okay? Let's say this is a pocket note. So what I will do is I will take this one paper, right? And on this one paper, I'll write everything about revenue that I have learned, and this is the thing that will be helping me for revision, like this. See this page. So this is a kind of pocket note that I made, right? So this helps me to revise a concept in a single page. So I'll be making this page for myself, and I motivate my students to make this page for themselves as well. So you have to make this page, right? And this page will help you to revise all the concepts of that particular topic in one page only, and this is a 10-minute revision. So that is how effective revision should be, right? Now, how to approach your practice. This is very much important. So what we will do is our first step is to study the topic, right? We have studied the topic. Now, after that, we have to make the pocket notes that I have already done. Now comes practice 5 MCQs after finishing lectures. So what you have to do is we have to, after finishing the lectures, we have to practice 5 MCQs of that particular lecture, particular topic, and then move on to the next topic, right? This is the approach that we have to follow, right? Then after do the same, do this for all topics, right? After completing all the topics, let's say what we have to do. So when all the concepts are completed, right, we have to solve 15 MCQs daily from random topics, right? You pick up a topic from anywhere, or pick up random questions from anywhere and solve those questions. So what will that imply that you have to solve 15 MCQs which are random, right? And you have to spend, you don't have to practice blindly, right? You don't have to practice blindly. First of all, how to practice, right? What happens is student practice one question, okay, tick mark, next, okay, tick mark, next, and they have seen that I have done 10 MCQs. In that I have done 5 correct and 5 wrong, so I have got 5 marks, so I should move on. So this is the approach that we have to know, we don't have to follow, right? Now we have to do what? We have to give at least 15 minutes to the wrong MCQ. Let's say I did 10 MCQs, right? And in that 10 MCQs, I did 6 correct and 4 incorrect. So those 4 incorrect MCQs may be from the same topic, maybe from different topic. What I'll do is I'll spend time, I'll think why this mistake was happened, or what are the things that can be done to improve those mistakes. So this is the thing that I do. What I do is, let's say I have done a MCQ wrong for sale and lease back. I will pick up my pocket notes. I'll see, okay, this is the journal entry for sale and lease back. Okay, this is the thing that I have done wrong. And you have to see the solution as well, right? From the model answers, you can see that, okay, this is the thing that I have done wrong. And that is the thing that you have to keep in mind, right? So that you do not make this mistake again. So what happens is that when you do mistakes regularly, you improve that topic, and that mistake eventually does not happen again. So this is the level of perfection that we need to make, right? So we have to revise from pocket notes for the topic that for which we have made MCQs which are incorrect, right? So we have to solve, we have to read our pocket notes regularly, right? And we have to correct our mistakes. That is the main point, that we have to correct our mistakes. If we do not correct our mistakes, we will make the same mistake again and again, and we will eventually score 30 out of 60 only. So this is the mistake that we have to avoid. Okay. Now I have taken an example, right? So this example will help you to break down the steps. Okay. So let's say I studied revenue. Okay. I studied revenue, and this I studied today, and I made my pocket notes as well. I made my pocket notes as well. Now I will solve 5 MCQs for each topic that I have told. And then I'll spend 15 minutes at least on the wrong MCQs, right? And then repeat this for all topics. So I'll repeat this till my whole subject is complete. After completing the subject, after 1.5 months, when all the topics are complete, we have to solve 15 MCQs daily, right? I'll be solving 15 MCQs daily, and then I'll be spending 15 minutes on wrong topics. So I have broken down the allocation how to spend 15 minutes. So that 15 minutes should be why is this MCQ wrong. So this you will get when you read the model answer, right? You can either learn from the model answer itself that what are the mistakes, what needs to be corrected. So you can either correct your mistakes from the model answer as well, right? And you can go to your pocket notes and see that, okay, this topic going to the pocket notes back will ensure that you will revise the whole topic, so that MCQs from that particular topic or any other topic, right, will not be done incorrect by you. So this is the thing that we have to remember. This will ensure regular revision, our memory will sharpen, and we will have, stronger concepts, which means that in section C as well, we will be able to score good marks. So this is the thing that we have to remember. Okay. When you repeat this, your concept will improve and you will score good marks. Okay. This is the thing that we have to remember. What should be the content of pocket notes? So this is the important thing, that what should be the content of pocket notes. So concept summarized enough to make it on a single page. Okay. We have to make a single page pocket note. So we have to write the whole, no matter the length of the topic, we have to make it so summarized that it is on a page, right? So by this page, I can revise my whole revenue, let's say. So this is the summary that we need, so that we can revise it anytime, right? So we have to include only concepts, right? No theory, only conceptual part, journal entries, all the things that we need to remember should be included, and a little bit theory as well. Okay, a little bit theory which can be asked in MCQs. So this is the thing that we have to keep in mind while making our pocket notes, right? After making our pocket notes, you know the approach, that I have to spend at least 15 minutes on the wrong MCQs that I have done. This will ensure regular revision, no mistakes, right? And what happens if you made a silly mistake? Let's say you were good in a concept. Let's say you were good in sale and lease back. So let's say you made a silly mistake, that calculation error or something. So you can move on from that mistake, because that is a calculation mistake that can happen anytime. So you have to just train your conscious mind into that you do not have to make calculation mistakes. You can recheck your calculations, and you should spend enough time to read the MCQs carefully, so that you do not miss a word. What happens is that some students confuse themselves in by or to. What happens that the value reduced to 1500, and for the value reduced by 1500 is a different term. So you have to keep in mind that, right? And the language is so twisted. So please ensure that you practice enough and you do all the types of MCQs that can be asked in the examination, so that nothing is new in the real exam. Okay. So this is the approach I want you to follow. Okay. All the best for your examination for June attempt. Thank you for watching, guys. And please reach out to me on the given number and the LinkedIn link given in the description. Please go and reach out to me for mentorship and coaching program. I'll be there to support you. Thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you liked it.